One of the many brilliant things about games is escapism. No, we're not talking about lockpicking, and that's escapology anyway, but the capacity for games to take your mind off all the bad stuff and replace it with flowers, colour, and whatever this is. Games can be a place to retreat when the rigours of real life and social media all get a bit much. And while obviously not all games exist to relax us, we're looking at you, Call of Duty, the titles on this serotonin-fueled list will help turn all but the most reluctant frowns upside down. Here are 9 games to play when you need cheering up. Rayman Legends is so happy it's like eating a rainbow. Ubisoft's bouncy platformer is relentlessly cheerful, challenging you to stay grumpy as it assaults your senses with a variety of musical, artistic levels. Every jump, swing and scratch is clearly made with love. Every character oozes with positivity. When you play this, it's impossible to think that any bad could exist in the world. It's slightly weird, like an obscure animation on a foreign arts channel, but whichever corner of the planet you come from, it's obvious that Rayman Legends is a force for good. And it also makes up for all those lovely Nintendo games that are missing from this list, because this is the closest thing we'll ever get on PC. We need to be honest with you here. Play Overcooked with your friends, and there will be moments when you'll find yourself frantically shouting "Onion!" like a stage hypnotist has revealed your hidden obsession with root vegetables. And that might not sound uplifting, but Team 17's frantic multiplayer chef 'em up is oodles of fun, and a fantastic way to spend time with people you like. As well as looking lovely, look at that dog! Overcooked is a brilliant, challenging multiplayer title that will make you feel fantastic and efficient when it all goes right. And when it all goes wrong, well, the game is so nice that all the filthy plates and burned dishes barely even register, because you'll be too busy thinking about trying again. In Overcooked's happy place, we're all idiot sandwiches. Gordon Ramsay would be proud. We're going to cheat with entry 3 because there's no one LEGO game that deserves to be picked above all the others. Whatever your cinematic taste, be it anything from the Avengers to Lord of the Rings to Jurassic Park, Traveller's Tales has made a game to cater to your interests. And even though they've been around for ages and changed very little, the soul of the LEGO games remains tirelessly uplifting. It's impossible to feel glum when you're waddling around collecting studs and cheerfully bashing together blocky solutions to the game's perfectly pitched puzzles. And even the crushingly sad moments from the movies are rebuilt in bright plastic to cheer you up when things seem bleak. The departure of Boromir with bananas instead of arrows? Oh, go on then. It's what Tolkien would have wanted. Probably. It's scientifically proven that playing old games will cheer you up. No, it really is. We've done a video about it you can watch here, and few titles are more conducive to that end than the Monkey Island games. In this case, we've plumped for LeChuck's Revenge because it's slightly funnier and the puzzles are just perfect. And as well as being smart, wholesome and brilliantly written, it's also one of the best adventure games of all time, and by going back to it, you'll be ticking off another must-play game from your bucket list. Any title that can include spitting, ghosts and necromancy and still cheer you up has to be something special. Okay, this one is something of an outlier, especially because the rest of the games on this list involve cheerful blobs and cartoon graphics. But Just Cause 3 is absolutely crammed with grin-inducing things that make video games great. Yes, it has guns and a politically unstable setting, which might feel a little bit too real life for some people. But you also get to tether bad guys together like mittens attached to a coat with elastic, and sail over the Republic of Medici like the man who gravity forgot. Just Cause 3 is a cheerful theme park of destruction, starring a 6-foot flying squirrel with a rocket launcher. And that, as Socrates probably didn't say, is the true secret of happiness. Stardew Valley is like retiring from real life. When it all gets a bit much, you can pop on your straw hat and retreat to a world of crops, digging and genteel romance. As well as being another great game to play when you want to relax, something we've discussed in another video, Stardew is a strangely rewarding experience. Who knew there was such simple joy to be found in growing parsnips? Maybe it's because the cycle of the seasons and focus on produce encourages us to be mindful of the things that make life worth living. Or maybe it's because it's impossible to think of anything bad when you're collecting snails from a bucket on a crisp winter's day. That sounded much weirder than it was meant to. Double Fine is great at making games constructed out of pure joy, and the Costume Quest series is one of the best examples. It's essentially a Halloween costume built out of childhood memories and gentle adventure held together with glue made from candy. It's a reminder of all the best games you probably played growing up, and no matter how old or cynical you are, stepping back inside its world of candy corn and overflowing sweets is bound to bring a sugary smile to your face. And while we're here, let's give a special secondary shout out to Stacking, a game that somehow manages to be about urchins, kidnapping and Russian nesting dolls, but still be wholly uplifting. It's a psychological fact that young babies love the sight of smiley faces more than sad ones. And on some deep, evolutionary level, that might be why playing Slime Rancher is such a brilliant way to cheer yourself up, because it's essentially a game about farming said smiley faces. But as well as looking delightfully happy, the simple, compelling loop to the gameplay means it's easy to lose hours in the bouncy world of plorts, plots and imperiled chickens. Just try to ignore the occasional act of slime on slime cannibalism and smile through it. Lovely. The thought of The Walking Dead might not immediately make you think happy, although the cosplaying apocalypse of Dead Rising does have its moments, but Plants vs Zombies is a joy from the very moment it loads up. It helps that under all the wafting flowers and shambling undeads that it's also a brilliant tower defense game. And in fact, the biggest danger here is that you'll start playing it to cheer yourself up, then lose an entire day to its addictive horticultural heroism. And then there's that theme tune, which is so uplifting it's like having liquid iced happy poured into your ears. Actually, that'd be horrible, but you get the idea. Plants vs Zombies is fantastic. Happy now? Excellent. We hope you enjoyed our list of games and can forgive the lack of console-specific titles like Animal Crossing, Pokemon Parappa the Rapper, and every Katamari game ever made. Let us know what your favourite pick-me-up games are, give us a like if you want to make us happy, and subscribe to the channel for more weekly shows and features. Thank you very much for watching.